Yo guys, how's it going, and welcome back to my Rainbow Six Siege video. Now today, as you've seen by the title, this is the best defenders on Rainbow Six Siege for Year 4 Season 2. Now a lot of you did like the feedback on it, and fair enough, some you didn't, and saying it's up to them, their recommendation. But to be fair, this video is about what I think are the best, if you are new to the game and stuff like that, just to help you out, and what is a good way to help on ranked, because it's a team game, and everyone needs those operators. So for me, really today, it is all about these operators that I think are key when I play the game, and are also key when I play against players. Now a lot of these actual characters I do use today are always used in actual kind of ranked games, but some of them are banned quite a lot, but I'll be going into the ban obviously about who gets banned the most and stuff like that. But apart from that, if you are enjoying this video about obviously like the different defenders and attackers, then I'll make sure I do it for like every single season, maybe in overall operators as well. But with that said, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and don't forget to turn notifications. But apart from that, let's get into the video. So today we're going to start off about their guns, and then I'm going to show you some gameplay and some tactics that I like to use when I do the defenders. So starting off at 5, we are going to be using Bandit. Now Bandit is a very rare operator that people do use, but a lot of people do use him pure for the fact he's a really good team operator. Now I'll be going into a second why he's a really good team operator, but I think he's a very good one, and he does help out the team a lot. Now when you go over to his guns, he's got the MP7, which is the gun that you're clearly going to be using. You're not going to be using a shotgun. If you use a shotgun, then I actually question what you are doing. Really, the MP7 is good. It's got a very high fire rate. It's got a good damage. It's got quite a low recoil for a gun like a small high fire rate gun. It's really handy and it's a good gun. It's got a good capacity in it, which again is very handy for those like one-on-one fights, so you make sure you don't run out of bullets. And for his gadget, you've obviously got the barbed wire or the C4. I always use the C4. I think it's a lot better, but barbed wire is handy when he uses his Bandit gadget, but we'll be going over his Bandit gadget in a second. Now again, a C4 is very handy where he's such a quick operator, because where he is a 3-speed 1 armor, is so handy for him. He can run through C4s. He's very agile and quick with actual stuff like this. So that's his kind of loadout, and that's what I would use. Now going on to his gadget is something good. Now if you don't know what Bandit does, Bandit basically has an electrical device, also kind of like a car battery in my opinion, which basically anything you put against electric, it will electrify it. So for instance, like a reinforcement, you put it down, it will electrify the reinforcement. With obviously the barbed wire, like I said earlier, you put the barbed wire down, you put your car battery, or what I called it, the battery, you put that down in the barbed wire, it will electrocute the barbed wire, and it causes damage to the enemy. Now I see this as a really key operator with his gadget, because if you get a thermite banner or anything like that, trying to go through a reinforcement, he will literally just destroy the thing instantly. Now you're probably saying, why not use mute? Well, from you, I would say it's kind of a bit worse for you, because you stop it happening, but it doesn't damage it. So really, by stop it happening, they know that obviously this is going to happen, and obviously they can put off their charge, or obviously their banners, whatever you want to call it. You can take it off, and they can reset again until they find a way how to get rid of that mute, so they can actually breach forward. Now with this Bandit, you can actually use Bandit tricking. If you don't know what Bandit tricking is where you use your headset obviously to the highest capacity of listening around. You use it and you can tell when they're about to thermite a banner. So you literally, as they're about to do it, you can place down your shock wire, or your shock wire pretty much. Place it down so it basically destroys the thing straight away and they can't get through. Don't get me wrong, Bandit tricking is very hard to do, but once you practice it in custom game mode and over the time and over the games you do practice it, it becomes very easy to do and you become very good at it. Now again, it's a very good place to do it, is on Consulate. Now Consulate, we all know the garage wall. That's probably one of the best places to actually Bandit trick, because everyone always goes to blow up that wall. But apart from that, that is my 5th best operator, I believe. And there you go, that's my tactics. That's what I would use as Bandit. Obviously, you saw some gameplay in the background. With his gun, that's obviously just using his gun, and I think his gun's really good. Now also, coming to banning, his banning is very low. I've seen him maybe be banned once or twice since playing ranked this season. Again, people like to ban him, because obviously the hassle of the shock wire. But really, that is Bandit, and that is the 5th operator of today. Now moving on to the 4th operator. The 4th operator today is going to be Legion. As we do know, Legion is a very good operator. He has his goo mines. Now I'll be going over the goo mines in a minute on what they do if you do not know, and obviously some good tactics about it. Now going over his guns, he's got the massive kind of like futuristic looking shotgun. Very good, high damage. Obviously not good fire rate because it is a shotgun. But obviously the gun that everyone uses is the T5 SMG. It's got a very high fire rate, the same as the Bandit gun. It's got 28 damage. Again, it's not the best damage, but still with that high fire rate, you should obviously get quite a few kills. Then also it's got a capacity of 30, so it's got a good amount in it. So obviously if you run out of bullets or anything like that and you're in a gunfight, you've got some chance of you're winning it. With the recoil pattern, it's not too high, not too low, so it's kind of a good recoil in general, because you have to have a recoil on a gun. And then going over to his pistol, he only has one pistol, which is fair enough. He's got good damage and good capacity really for a gun like that. And obviously going over to his like secondary gadget, he's got the impact grenade or the shield. Now right now shields are pretty much useless because they keep getting banned. Now I use the impact grenade because it's easy to make holes in the walls, so you can make like a way to get through to other objectives. So you obviously have a little switcheroo and everything like that. But obviously going over to his goo mine now, with some gameplay in the background, he's got a cloaked toxic mine that injects a compound. Now if you don't know what that means, he basically throws down a little mine or like a little spike trap onto the floor, no bigger than a fist, which basically goes invisible. Now this is purely really handy if you place them around the objectives during the game, because people will get stunned by these or really like caught by these, and they have to pull out the goo mine. Now it's such a pain, it takes about 2 to 3 seconds to pull it out, and you know when it also gets activated, so when someone treads on it, you know. It's a very cool little gadget, and it really does help, so you can tell where people are, so if you remember where your goos are, it's very handy. And also with the goos, it's handy as well, because they recharge, so you can get up to 7 goo mines if you wait. So you can place one down, wait a bit, you get another goo mine, place another one down, so you get 7 in total. You place them around your whole objectives, and you plan around, you're going to know what's going to be happening, and as well, it does take a lot of damage from the enemy team. So if they don't do it within like 2 to 3 seconds of pulling out that goo mine off themselves, then again, they lose another 10 damage. And also, Legion's really handy because when obviously the IQ invisible glitch was out, if you did do the goo mine and you did get caught by the goo mine as the IQ, then what would happen is your IQ invisibility or invincibility as well would be taken away. So really, it's a glitch preventer at the same time. But that's Legion. I think he's one of probably the best operators, and I would definitely use him if I was in a 5-man for ranked. Now at 3, we are going to be using Echo. Now as we know, Echo was one of the Japanese operators or the Hong Kong operators. What was he from? Where is he? He is from Japan. I was right first time. Well done. Right. So from him, he's a very good operator. With 3 armor, 1 speed, he's more of a hold objective operator. That's purely because of his yokai drone, but again, I'll be going into that later. So today, he's actually got the supernova shotgun, which again, some people do use, and I've seen it happen, purely because his secondary is a little machine gun, which I suppose it kind of evens out. But with that said, he's also got the MP5 SD, which again, I always use without any attachments. You're probably thinking, why do you not use any attachments? Because I think it's a really good gun. I love the iron sights in it and find it so much more better. But with this, you can get the ACOG, the holographic, whatever you really want. It's a really good gun. Now again, it's got a very high fire rate, it's got a lot of damage, which again, that kind of helps out each other. Where you got high fire rate, a lot of damage, it helps out with each other so you can kill people quicker. It's got a capacity of 30, again, which most guns do use, but like I said earlier, if you're in a 1v1 situation, if you've got more ammo, then you're going to win that fight. And again, the recoil pattern is pretty good, it keeps quite low, so if you're shooting around to the chest or the stomach, then it's going to go into the head and get you a few little headshots. It's a very good gun, and it also does complement its secondary. Now its secondary, which I use, is the Bearing 9. With also Habana having that gun, which I did cover in my last video, it's got a fire rate of 1100. Again, it's got damage of 33. So really, it is a better gun than the primary. Its capacity is 25, and that's its problem. If it had a bit more capacity, then it would be a very OP gun, but also the recoil is very high. As you can see here in the recoil pattern in the bottom right hand corner, you can see that not even the red part of the recoil pattern which you saw above there is not even on the screen. That's how OP it is, so if you're using it, you need to be very controllable with your gun and understand how this recoil works. If you haven't used Echo before, I recommend going to maybe like a casual or a custom game just to see how his gun works, because this Bearing 9 is super OP. But if you're not one of these panic situations and you have to put your secondary, this is a class gun to be able to use it. And then going on to his secondary gadget, he's got the barbed wire and the shield. Again, 2 very actual solid gadgets which you do use an objective, so if you can hide behind a shield in a little corner, or barbed wire to stop the enemy getting in. But now going on to his gadget. His gadget is the yokai. The yokai drone is very handy. It's like a kind of drone, but like a hovering drone which goes around and it can stun people. It's called Sonic Bursts, I know, but obviously it basically disorientates the other operators, such as the attackers. So if they're like defusing a bomb or planting a bomb really, then you can use this to be able to stop the actual kind of attackers planting it, and then they'll have to go for it again, wait till they're back to normal, obviously after being disorientated. The best part about this yokai drone is that it does go invisible when you kind of floats up into the air. It is such a pain to play against, and a lot of people do ban him because this drone is super OP, and obviously with the drone and you can't plant the bomb all the time, if they've got a whole Echo holding objectives, then obviously they're going to keep stunning you so you can't plant. Now you're probably thinking, oh, it's only like one drone. No, Echo gets 2 drones. So if you want 2 locations and you're not sure where they're coming from, you get 2 drones which are invisible, so you can obviously do it. Now don't get me wrong, they do get ruined by thatchers and stuff, but it's very unlikely that that happens. So really, Echo is a solid actual operator for ranked, but like I said, he does get banned a lot, and that is the problem. If he doesn't get banned, then definitely have him in your 5-man ranked. I always would. I would always be the person to take Echo, because I really like him, I like his gun, and I like to sit an objective. Now moving on to the second operator, as you can see, it is Mira. Now Mira is from the Spanish Special Operators, very good thing, and she's got the one-way bulletproof mirror, which I'll go on about in a minute about tactics and what to do. Now moving on to her loadout, she's got 2 shotguns, one as primary, one as secondary. She's got a little machine gun, which is the Vector, which also looks like the Vector from COD, and obviously another secondary is the pistol, but no one ever uses that. Now, I always use the machine gun. I've never seen anyone use the shotgun at all using Mira, because this actual gun is super OP. Now, it's very low damage, don't get me wrong, with 21, but with the fire rate of 1200. It's sort of like the Bearer 9, but a bit more OP, because the fire rate is a lot higher. Again, the capacity isn't too high, it's only 25, which again is very annoying. Now, when I use this gun, I always use the muzzle brake, the holographic, and the vertical grip, just so I get a bit more control of the gun, and the recoil reduces. Now again, this is a great gun, 1 bullet to the head, because it's so fast, you get like 3-4 bullets into the head by the time you actually try to shoot one. And again, if you're shooting that body, it will end up the recoil going up and hitting around the neck to the chin area, and boom, you get a headshot, so it's more OP, and in a gunfight you should win, because the fire rate is so much more quicker. Now going over to the secondary, obviously you got the pistol, which again, I've never seen anyone use, and then you got the shotgun. It's sort of like the primary shotgun, but just a bit smaller with a high damage. Now one shot from this shotgun, you are dead. It's got only a capacity of 5, again, very annoying, but still, when you get shot by this, it's very handy. This shotgun is also very handy to obviously like blow open walls if you need like a kill hole, or just make it like a walk-through hole to be able to go through objectives on ranked. Now again, it's very handy, it's very good, and I like the shotgun because if you have to quickly change round, it's a one-shot kill pretty much. But you have to be very careful because those bullets on the recoil pattern are very high. Now going over to the secondary gadget, he's got a shield or a C4. Again, I always mixture between them depending on what I'm doing. If I'm going around kind of roaming, because you can roam with Mira and get someone else to cover your mirrors, but I'll be going over in a second. So really, I always mainly use the shield because I'm always holding an objective with Mira or holding a little angle, just so I've got a bit of coverage from the sides. Now going on to her actual ability, she's got the black mirror. The black mirror is really sick, so if you place it on one way, obviously the other way you can't see out, so you can't see in. So if I place it down, if I'm looking out, I can see out, but the attackers can't see me. It's really handy, it creates this mysterious if someone's behind there, but the only problem is, it's got a little oxygen thing which compresses it. Now if you've got a twitch or a gun and you manage to shoot out that little gas tank, then boom, the mirror will drop, so it's pretty much just like a long rectangle hole open. But what people do is mirror tricking. It's not like bandit tricking, okay? Mirror tricking is where you place a reinforcement down, then you put your mirror on it, but then you leave the wall next to it unreinforced with a little hole next to it. This is purely because then you can obviously wait for the mirror, and as soon as someone comes, you can quickly angle and get a nice pick on them. You know where they are, so you can get a nice shot on them, and it's super OP. Now I know when I obviously come against Mira, I get quite scared because I don't know if they're there or not. Most of the time they are there, but some people like to obviously play the game obviously kind of like mysterious, so they're not there as a deploy, so obviously they can come around and get you from another direction. But again, Mira is super easy and I like her. Always a problem against bomb, so if you're trying to get into a bomb room, you don't know if she's there, then you're pretty much screwed. The best part about this actual kind of black mirror is anyone can use it. So you can literally place down your black mirror, someone else could cover it while you go and place down another black mirror, because you get 2, not just 1 black mirror, you get 2. So we're obviously being 2 bomb sites, you can cover both bomb sites with this black mirror and it's super OP. But the only problem to Mira, like with Echo, they both do get banned a lot. Again, it's very annoying, but still with obviously Mira being so sick, if she doesn't get banned, then you're in chance and you can play a really good game with her. But also, I'd recommend going around custom games, seeing spots which would work, where people do go across, so you can understand what they do and how Mira works. Now moving on to my favourite operator and probably I believe the top best defender, you're probably thinking who's this? I think it is Yeager. Now Yeager has been one of the best operators since day one of the game. He's obviously got the 416C carbine, again he's got obviously the German shotgun like Bandit, but everyone loves this actual assault rifle. It's got high damage, a very good fire rate, so he's got a 740 fire rate, 43 damage and a 30 capacity. This gun is literally the best. If it had a bit more fire rate, then this would be the most OP gun in the game. The recoil isn't that big, and especially when you add attachments such as the foregrip and stuff like that, it reduces it, making it a lot better. Now if you remember the OG days of Rainbow Six Siege, Yeager used to have an ACOG. When Yeager had an ACOG, that was most OP, but the next best thing is the holographic, so that's what I use. Same thing again, only one pistol, which is the P12, higher damage, good capacity in the gun, and not that bad of a recoil. But when it comes to the secondary gadget, you have got a shield or barbed wire. I've covered what shield or barbed wire does, but again, Yeager is more of kind of sitting the operator. But then again, Yeager is kind of more of a sitting objective operator. I don't use it in the objective using it Yeager, because I think he's too OP to do it, and he's a very good roamer. But obviously he's got the barbed wire as well, so you could use a shield and barbed wire for someone else's reasons if they need one. Now the best part about him is he's a 1 armor, 3 speed. Because he's so fast, he's really handy, and he's got a powerful gun, he's really sick, and he's probably my favourite operator in the game. And also as well, you can get that nice black ice camo on, which everyone is very jealous, because I've probably got it on the best gun to get the black ice. Now, if you don't know what his gadget is, it is the active defense. This system allows basically anything to come in, such as flashbangs, grenades. This allows anything that's come in to basically get done. Pretty much anything that is throwable, so like even like Thatcher's EMPs, I believe Ash's like kind of firing round will work, anything like that, fuses, this will basically like stop it happening. It'll fire a little laser, looks like, and basically stops it before it detonates or kills or does any damage to anyone. It's super OP, and if this happens, it intercepts it, writes it straight off. But the best part about Yeager is that obviously helps a lot. So objective, if someone fuses from above, like on Cafe, this will help a lot. But obviously like windows as well, if someone's trying to throw a grenade in or stun grenade, obviously just to get in to obviously cause some destruction, then Yeager will stop it, and it obviously tells you where it is. Because you get 3 Yeagers, and if you remember those 3 Yeager places, then you'll know where they're coming from. Now obviously my favourite part is not the active defense system, it is his gun. Now as you can see in the gameplay and obviously in the background, I got like an ace within like 2 or 3 seconds. You probably think it was only 4 kills. Well, it is an ace because there was only 4 people on their team. Super OP, and I really do enjoy it because his gun is that powerful, and if you can get the aim perfect and get used to his aim on like the recoil and the gun, then it is probably the most OP gun in the game. But really, that is Yeager. Obviously, I've left some gameplay with it, obviously all the characters, so you've seen all 5 operators, which I think are the best. So at 5, we did have Bandit. At 4, we had Legion. At 3, we had Echo. At 2, we had Mira. And at 1, at Yeager. There are my recommendations. I'm not saying they are the best. That's what I believe are the best during the game because they are that OP. But bearing in mind, Echo and Mira do get banned a lot. So I was going to leave them out. But I thought, no, I'll leave them in because if you do have them and they're not banned, they are some solid operators. Now, with that said, that is it completely done. I've covered all the people, and I hope you did enjoy that. If you like this kind of stuff, leave a like, tell me down in the comment section, tell me some more stuff I should do. I'm thinking of doing a new type of video, which could go very good or could go very bad. I don't know. It involves me buying some stuff, but, you know, if you want to see that, then let me know in the comment section. But apart from that, like I said, hit the subscribe button and the like button. Don't forget to turn on notifications. Don't forget to enter the giveaway, which is going to be announced soon, as soon as we hit 15,000 subs. I know it seems far, but it's only 2,500 away, and we hit 2,500 in like a week and a half, which is insane. But apart from that, and until next time, see ya.